Well, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. My unit and I are super excited because about a year and a half ago we had the opportunity to go to our local Ronald McDonald House and clean, and just as a service project to give back time to them, to say thank you for all they do for the women that stay there and that are with their children at the hospital. And so now, just in the last few months here, my good friend Laura has had the opportunity to be able to use the Ronald McDonald House, and it's just been placed on my heart that we should do something as a Mary Kay team to give back to the women that are there. So before I share a little bit about that, I would love for you, Laura, just to share a little bit about your experience and introduce us to your beautiful new baby, Erica.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is Erica. She was born full term on July 6th, and shortly after it was determined that she had suffered a stroke, either before or after birth, and therefore was having seizures and difficulty breathing. So on July 8th, she was flown up to Minneapolis to Children's Hospital, and we got to drive up, and we had the opportunity and the blessing of being able to stay at the Ronald McDonald House there.
Okay.
That is actually connected to their hospital.
Oh, handy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, right down the hall from the NICU where she was.
Okay.
And, you know, we really didn't know a lot about the Ronald McDonald House before our experience with it. But not only did we get our own room and bathroom and all linens provided every night, but they also provide meals.
Wow.
And so we had a hot supper every evening. The next day they would bring out leftovers for lunch. There were breakfast foods available. You could buy your own food and keep it in refrigerators.
Right.
But there were so many ways that we were blessed by being able to stay there.
Right.
Not only to be right next to where she was, but just financially having to stay there for 12 days, not having a single hotel cost.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of meals covered too.
So when you think back about, you know, going to the hospital every day to be with her and then coming home, like, how did that leave some of the emotional stress of being able to figure out a place to stay? And
that relieved a lot of stress. We did go day by day to find out if we were going to have a room that evening, but every time we were told we'd have a room, we were just thrilled and felt blessed beyond belief. It was such a relief just to be able to know that we could stay so close by.
Yeah, be near her.
Yeah.
I know, I'd read your Caring Bridge site and I would see, I will know by 4 o'clock today, and I'm like, oh, please God, just give anyone an opening, because it's such a clean, great environment, and so, close, and you don't have to worry. They know right where you're at. So what we're doing as a unit is we're teaming up to pamper each mom, and so many of you have seen the fun flyer that we have just to pamper my mom, and what we're doing is collecting fun little gifts that we will give to each mom that is staying at the Ronald McDonald House. So when she's been gone all day, you know, hearing lots of medical information and other things, to come home to just be pampered by a special little gift. And then each one that someone purchases, we are going to be matching that gift and giving it. So really, when someone purchases one, they're actually blessing 2 moms. So so just for fun, if you would have come home to this, what would you have loved about this? And a fun little Bible verse that we have attached.
You know, it would have been like a sigh of relief to have something different to think about. I think someone cares, and someone wants me to take care of myself and pamper myself while I'm going through this time.
Yes.
And what a nice thing.
Yeah.
You know, another blessing.
Right. And that's really is our joy, is just to surprise each mom and just be a blessing to them, because there's not much we can do besides pray for your little one, but to give you a little perk for yourself and just to say thanks, because we know you're giving all of your time and energy into doing what you should be doing, which is focusing on the little sweet gift that God has given you. So thank you for taking the time to share with us about your experience, and we'll be so excited to bless the other moms that stay at the Ronald McDonald House.